Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. God bless you all. Thank you so much. So much thankful to everyone who is going to be changed in this live right now, and in life too. So, I want to get started right away. I've got about 25 minutes to cover about one offer, one business, one focus, all about starting an online automated business that is going to focus on leaving your 9 to 5 job, quitting my job, and also if you're thinking about quitting your job and you're searching, like if you're searching these following things like quit my job or automated business in 2026 or side hustle or sales tips or um, if you want to have a new focus in life, then this stream is for you. And so I gonna get started here. I'm gonna cover something really, really awesome. It's called the Legacy Builder Program, but most importantly, I'm gonna cover a transformational opportunity for you. That if you are in a dead end job and you are dying daily, and you were anything like me, where I was just working for the man and wanting to even work from home because you desire to be around your children or be around your wife and be around your family. If you wanted to be a more present person, but you decided that you'd stay at home, and then basically you figured out pretty quickly that you were wrong, that actually that was not going to be a job that was going to go as good as you wanted. And because of that, if I could go back in time and tell myself, listen, you think you're going to get a job, you think you're going to do really good, and you think you're going to be making all this money, and you're going to save it up, you're going to retire, and you're going to be a present parent. Happy ending, right? Well, this is what I'd really tell myself if I could go back in time 3 years ago, and I'd be like, look, you thought you had the right thing. You thought you had a plan, but I'm here to tell you you were wrong. And this is what's really going to happen. You're actually going to take a job. It's going to stress you out. You're going to work from home. You're going to die daily because you were wishing inside that you could just bust down the stupid door, go run over there and play Jenga with your kids because they're just having fun laughing without daddy. You're going to feel like a superfluous husband. You're going to feel like you're just imprisoned in this little cubicle that you've built. And you're going to feel like there's no way to do what God really made you to do because you just are not making enough money. But then you're going to find a breaking point. A breaking point when the company that you work for betrays you. Even though you're the number one salesperson of 2024, that company's going to betray you. And they're going to say, oh, by the way, at any time we want, we can take away 100% of your commission for the whole month. And you're going to be paid your hourly wage, which is a whopping $12.98. And you got 3 kids, and you're like, this ain't going to work. And then you're going to be like, no. And then you're going to start looking for things. And a friend of yours that you went through a program with prior, and you got burnt, by the way. You got burnt by a program where they said it was a fake guru that said that, hey, you spend 10K with us, and all of a sudden we're going to give you all this knowledge about doing digital marketing and a marketing firm, and we're going to give you this and that. And they promise the world, and they give you 8 hours of Zoom trainings. 8 hours. And then they run away with your money. And then, they wanted to charge 500 more a month to continue to give you 1 hour a month. The world is full of some strange, crazy salespeople. They really are. Listen, who am I? I'm Alan Pettit. I've been doing sales for over 24 years. And I have made companies millions of dollars, but that doesn't really matter. I've made so much money that I don't even care. It doesn't matter. But I just want to say that when you're serving God, welcome. Appreciate you, bro. Or sis. I can't see. My eyes are squinting. When you're serving God and you are trying to do your best to lead with integrity first and serve people. There can be a lot of challenges, especially when you're at your job. Put a one in your chat joining me live on TikTok. If you want to stay in your job, you just want to do better. You just want to do better sales. Put a two in the chat if you have a sale, if you're in a sales position of some sort. And maybe you don't want to quit your job. Maybe you want to just have something on the side that brings you an extra $500 a month so you can have some extra hobby money. Or maybe you want to have something on the side that's one little singular focus on the side that can pay your mortgage. So you could go spend 100, you could get in debt and you could go do like buy a house rental, and you could go like try to get reoccurring money from that. But then you're running in all the risks with that because you're like, okay, maybe my one focus and my one business, maybe it should be, because houses always appreciate. Well, do they? Maybe they'll get like destroyed by your tenant, and you get in debt 200K just because you want to have a rental property that's going to pay you 1,200 a month. I mean, that's a pretty decent amount of money, but look at all that debt you incur with it, though. That's a lot of risk. And so, anyway, I want to propose to you something that basically has little to no monthly recurring expenses on it. And it is a number one, I should say more accurately, it is one of the most growing online digital space that you could possibly do. It's in the e-learning business, where if you teach knowledge and you learn skills, then you can literally pay bills with your skills. And so I just want to introduce you to an online interactive e-learning experience, which you can have a full business in a box purchased in the e-learning business. You get trained how to learn it first, and then you get trained the social media skills. So this is the big thing I'm offering, is social media skills. And you ever seen those posts that of companies that are asking for people to run their social media, and social media managers, social media people who run admins for Facebook groups and social media content strategists. You've ever seen those jobs? If you've ever thought like, what if I could learn social media skills and get paid? Well, I'm going to tell you that you could do that, and you could go to a college and you could spend somewhere between 3K to 10K or more, depending on what state you're in. Like, I'm in Nebraska personally. And so there's a program here in Nebraska that I think it's like 6 or 7K to learn social media skills. And then they don't teach you a job. They don't they don't do any follow-up. You just go to a class, you learn, and that's it. That's an online class that you can take and get certified in social media. And then you put that certification on your resume and you might get hired. But you're thrown to the wolves then, okay? And so what happens next is you can either choose to try to start your own business with the skills you learned in that 6K class that you learned from Metro Community College or whatever. And then you can flop, you can flounder, and you can mess up, and you can learn. There's a learning curve. Maybe you'll do good. Maybe you knock it out of the park. In 90 days, you got 5 clients and they're paying you 1K each to make your social media post for them. Hey, congratulations. You did good. That's pretty impressive. But how do you know what to say in those posts? And how do you know how to connect with the customers in those posts? So if you're looking to transform your life so that you can have something that frees up time and allows you to accomplish the bucket list of things, the goals that you've always wanted to do but never had enough money, never had enough time, then I'm going to talk to you about something that could definitely solve those issues. And stick with me. Don't have the attention span of a squirrel, okay? Because this is a 20-minute conversation. If you don't want to stick around for 20 minutes, goodbye, okay? I understand. You're scrolling and you're not thinking about learning about how to do a business. Whatever, you're not my customer. I don't care if you leave. Go ahead, leave now, okay? And so if you want to stay here and you're serious and you're coachable and you want to learn business, if you want to learn how to make an automated social media business, then you should stay and have more attention than a squirrel. Okay? Because I don't want to talk to squirrels. I want to talk to people who have an attention span of more than 3 seconds. And that's tough to ask on anyone on TikTok. So Lex, where are you joining from, my friend? Cooper, where are you joining from? Drop it in the chat. What city? Cliff? What city you calling from? Or not city, but state. Sorry, I'm in Nebraska. I run an automated e-learning business. I just do lives like this to meet people like you. And if you will stay on the line for 10 minutes, I'm going to make you a co-host. And we're going to have a conversation. You can ask me all your questions right here live. There's a lot of people who go live and they don't make co-hosts because they don't like their lives getting hijacked. Well, I don't have an issue with that. I am actually a sales trainer, is what I am by trade. But today I'm talking about an online digital business that makes money and it provides. So drop in the chat what state you're in. I'm in Nebraska. And if you want to learn how to make online digital money, this is all we're going to cover. And I'm going to try my best. Oh, I got to always forget to turn the stupid mirror around. I wish that I just don't understand why TikTok doesn't automatically fix this. So annoying. Like, why do I have to turn the stupid camera around? Does anyone like hate that besides me? So you can take a screenshot of this because I'm going to cover all this like crazy fast because I know that it's late and I got to go be with my fam, but I like to be late because, sorry, there's like a crazy glare here. And I want to ask, who knows something about digital business? Who knows something about, I've got to save this here. Who knows something in the chat? Drop a 1 in the chat if you know anything about social media posts and social media, broadcasting yourself in social media. Sorry, I have to save this real quick before it dies on my computer. 1 second. Put a 2 in the chat if you have no idea how to do social media marketing. Who knows? Does anyone have a guess what social media marketing is? Just a quick guess. That would be awesome if someone has a guess. Okay, so here's the deal. If you went to Starbucks and you're like, hey, I really enjoyed that pumpkin spice latte, okay, then you're doing social media marketing. That's as simple as that. And then you repost it, but they don't pay you. That's how it works. I am totally marking myself up. That's awesome. It's disgusting. Anyway, so I want to talk about one offer, one focus, how to grow a revenue stream in 2026. Let's start with this. Number one offer, one focus. So there is a e-business that I'm talking about. It's called Legacy Builder. And what you do is you learn from a multi-millionaire named Michelle O'Neill. And she started from nothing, by the way. I had to take a calculator to the grocery store. And then she self-made all the way to 100K in 6 months, 17 months in, millionaire. The lady is anointed, servant heart, and she just helps people. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm just trying to help you. If you'll give me 10 minutes of your time, I can go over all this and you will learn the beginning of everything you need to know. And I give you a free gift for staying with me. If you go to this website here, I'm going to email you a free business plan. It's called the Blueprint. It's literally Michelle O'Neill's wisdom, knowledge. It's a free blueprint. I'm not asking you to buy anything today. So relax. I'm not going to ask for a single penny. And I'm just introducing this concept of having a digital social media business that's going to talk about how you teach education. That's it. It's that simple. It's an online digital business that's made for you, a business in a box, and it simply teaches you social media skills. That's it. Some people ask me what I do, what I sell. Well, I'm a salesperson. I train salespeople, and I can train you in sales. If you want to get a free consultation with me, if you need help with sales, you go to this website, legacyblueprintnow.com, put in your email, and I'll email you back. And you can also go to my calendar link. And so it's calendly.com/legacy blueprint now. So I want to cover this though today. I'm not talking about sales training today. I'm talking about the Legacy Builder programs. One offer, learning social media skills in order to, in a business in a box, and all you do is teach other people how to get social media skills. You learn them first, then you put them into action, and then you offer people 4 or 5 options on investment levels. You know, there's different levels. I got the 4. Some people have 5, whatever, doesn't matter. And the whole goal of this is you want to have the transformation that if you do this, you'll have extra money coming in with an automated business. You'll stop trading time for money. Who would like to stop trading time for money? Push 1 in the chat. Push 1 in the chat if you're tired of clocking in, clocking out. Push a 1 in the chat if you are tired of clocking in a job and you wish you didn't have to trade time for money. Millionaires, billionaires are not clocking in. They create systems. And that's why they make so much money, because the systems are working even when they're not working. You go to a website funnel, it doesn't quit working for you. I'm actually training myself in artificial intelligence so that I'm going to get like the knowledge, because whenever you get knowledge is power. Did you guys know real quick that according to Forbes, the e-learning industry was making $900 million for the whole year of 2018. Then COVID hit. And then 2022 going forward, it was making $1 billion a day. So it went from 900 million for the whole year in 2018 to 2022, went all the way up to $1 billion per day in 2022. Okay, it's 2026 now. Okay, by next year, they're projecting it's going to be $3 billion per day in this industry, which is why I'm telling you, if you're not feeling behind, you should. If you don't have a digital business that's teaching education or teaching something, that you could teach how to knit, you could teach how to be a salesperson, which is what I do. You could teach anything with an e-learning business that's automated, and you will kill it, because everyone wants to spend money on education now. That's what it is. All right, so let me get into this. So there are some different levels. And again, I'm not asking for your money. I'm just explaining the business, okay? So let me give you the answers here, because I got to speed this up. $900. We got $600. We got $300, and we got as small as $100. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of that. Those are those are 4 different options, but one offer. The one offer is education. On any 4 of these levels that you get in on, you're going to learn education, and you'll have a online. You'll have streams of revenue that come with them, because you resell them. It's called master resell rights. Real quick, you're on a cell phone right now. That cell phone was not purchased. If it's an Apple, it was not, and it was being sold by Verizon. Verizon doesn't own Apple. They bought the master resell rights to own that Apple cell phone and sell it to you. It's that simple. That's it. You see it all the time. Master resale rights are everywhere. Even your grocery store does master resale rights. You think your grocery store has a farm that's supplying fresh fruits and vegetables? No, they bought the rights to those food and then they resell them. All right, so you invest in one of these levels: 900, 600, 300, 100. Now listen, there's like 281 million people in the United States, and they all got a television on the wall that costs $1,000 on average. Did you know that? Did you know that? All right, cool. I do use AI. Yeah, I use a lot of AI actually. What AI do you use? I use Video Express AI, which is from Paul Pona Products. Super awesome. Thanks for asking. And then and I'm actually developing an AI agent that's going to help me book me to go speak at different communities in school. AI agents gonna find different leads for me to go speak to like HubSpot and stuff like that. So I use AI quite a bit. And I use AI to design all my cover, branding, and everything. I do all that ChatGPT. But anyway, we're not talking about AI right now. We're talking about having a simple system. And I'm going to get through the system already, okay? So 900, 600, 300, 100. Those are the price levels. Listen, if you can't invest in $100, then leave my live. Like, don't even watch this. I don't even want to talk to you because you're not ready to take anything serious in life, and you want to stay in pain. You want to stay in whatever, you know, ridiculous, horrible situation you're in life. I can set my schedule. I can do whatever I want whenever I want. Do you want that? Just saying. If you want to be present as a parent, you want to stop and you go give your kids a hug whenever you want, then you might want to listen to have some kind of plan B, because you know what? This is one of the highest layoffs in all of the history of the United States. Jobs are not secure. They're not. They're a lie. And by the way, when you buy this and you resell it, you ain't making 10%. 10% is like a good amount of profit for an affiliate marketing. So I have this cell phone I'm using. I have this blue board, this thing I'm selling right now. Let's say pretend this was an iPad, and I say an affiliate link, and I make 10% of the iPad, and I resell it. I'll be happy because an iPad's like what, $2K now or whatever. Now I'd be making $200. I'll be like, yeah, that was awesome. I did good. But let me tell you how kind Michelle O'Neill is with this program. We'll add another zero here. You reading that right? Whenever you sell that, any of those numbers, the 900, 600, 300, 100, you get 100% of that money. She don't take no cut. Okay? Doesn't take a cut. This is your business. You're in business by yourself. It's your business, but you're not in business by yourself, because you get a community over 58K people who have all invested and like-minded, and you get mentoring personally from me. I'll get into that in a second. 100% profit. That's unheard of. So let's just take the 900 level, because that's the most popular thing that sells is the 900. Let's say you have like 6 customers. What's 900 times 6? Well, 9 times 6, what's that, like 54? I'm pretty tired, so my brain ain't working, so I want to make sure I don't mess this up. Let me get my calculator out, because y'all are going to be like, blah, 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 right? He didn't say nothing. So 900 times 6, 54. Yeah, I was right. All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Todd. You're the man. What state you in? I'm in Nebraska. All right, so we got 5,400 in 1 month, okay? So we're just doing some math exercises. I know this is boring, but I'm just trying to present something that might catch your eye. So hey, Todd, what's 5,400 times 12 months? So that's 1 month, right? So let's say on average you get that. So, you used to live in Omaha? That's awesome. So did I. Get out of town. Like, did you ever go to like Henry Doorly Zoo? 64,800. That's pretty good money. So we'll just say 64K. Yeah, because 10 times 5,400 would be like 54K. So yeah, that's right. What would that feel like? Yeah, I love Henry. They don't ever add a parking garage, do they? Like, they need a parking garage, but no, we can't block the view of the dome. Doesn't that crack you up? Like, if they just had a parking garage, you wouldn't be walking for 10 minutes to get to the lead jungle. But anyway, that cracked me up. Thanks for bringing up Omaha. I miss Omaha. It's a pretty cool place. So yeah, a lot of people don't make 64K nowadays. So you just got to get 6 people to invest in your deal that they want to learn social media skills. That's it. That's not that many customers per month, and you're making 64. That would probably replace, I would say, 80% of most people in the United States would be really happy with a 64K job. I mean, that's awesome. And this is your own business. Okay. And by the way, no monthly reoccurring expenses. You can do this with free on your freaking phone, and you can be in my free school community. It's that simple. One offer, one focus, automated. You do this video, and Todd, I play it back on. It's actually streaming live on YouTube as well, so it's evergreen. Anyone in South Africa, there's like 27 self-made millionaires in African rand in their currency from doing this. 27 self-made millionaires from doing this. I mean, it's like a 19 times exchange rate or whatever. But anyway, that's still $1 million for them, right? So that's good money for them. Good money for me. Whatever. It's all good. I'll be happy with that. So it's evergreen. It's digital. You're putting digital real estate out there. It keeps selling. Someone hits follow me and they decide to go like, let me see if I can get my sticker on here real quick. That's why I keep forgetting to put my sticker on here. Can I put my sticker on here? Excuse me, guys. Edit. Stickers. Yeah, let's do a sticker. Click on that. Check it out. We don't want to check it out. We want to do legacy. Hang on, guys. I'm getting distracted. I want to have something on the screen here. I'm going to lose you all a bit. You're all going to like be a squirrel and leave me, whatever. And ask me a question. This is the only thing I don't like about TikTok. You know, squirrel attention spans. Like, seriously. Legacy, blueprint, now. Not new. Oh, man. It is like 20 degrees outside, something like that in Nebraska. Is it cold where you're at? Anyone? That looked good. That's better. Let's put this over here. Oops, hey, where'd it go? W. Oh, man. I'm trying to get all fancy on you guys, and I just pooped out on you. I'm sorry. All right. Why did that die? So, yeah, this is so important that I put a sticker here. Type in the chat. I got one person, I think, following me right now. What do you want to know? What have I not covered about digital business? Check it out. So, any questions about digital business? The numbers I went over, because the numbers are not really that important. What's important, they just show you that this is viable. That's all. What's important is the transformation, what you're going to gain. Okay, what do you want to gain? Put that into the if you could snap your fingers now, what are you missing that you wish you could get if money could solve the problem? Okay, put that in the chat. What do you really want? Why did you click on my link? Why did you click on it? Why did you click on coming into my live? Why? You could be watching a million different other people's lives. Why mine? So why didn't this work? Come on now. Stupid TikTok. I hate this technology. I don't like TikTok technology things. It drives me nuts. Now I don't even know if this is working. So, okay, there we go. All right, let's get back to rolling here. Thanks for sticking with me. Take your time. Oh, you're super nice, Todd. Please like me. Not like me. Follow me. Please follow me, please, sir. That would be great. And put that down there. And then I want to set up, I'm going to give you co-host status in just a moment so you can bring yourself on and I can hear you talk because I love to do that. I'll do that in just a moment. All right. So we got the automated business. How does this happen? How do you get people to buy? Well, when you're on social media and you talk to people like Todd. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate the support. God bless you. That's awesome. You want to join my free school community? I teach sales. We need more sales taught in the DGC. We really do. And I teach sales with integrity. I'd love to have you join. You just go to school.com and look up Legacy Blueprint now. And you're going to see an imagery like this. Let me flip my camera around. Super nice of you. I've never seen you before. Let me follow you. I'm going to follow you back, Todd. I'm going to follow you back. Todd Boomerpreneur. Oh, I love that. That's so creative. So let me flip my camera around here. All right. So can you guys see that? Has it flipped around yet? Come on, flip. There we go. I think it's going to do it now. There it is. That's what it's going to look like for the branding there. All right. Legacy blueprint now. So you find me in school. It's free school community. And my Service Plus is not working for some reason. It's driving me nuts. Otherwise, down in the corner, you could click on that and join my free school community. But just go to school.com/legacy blueprint now. Super easy. So take a screenshot of that, please, because I'm going to keep going because people wanted me to finish my spiel. I'm sure you've heard this spiel a million times, Todd, but thanks for your support. God bless you. All right. So, and it's a Christian group, by the way. We do daily prayer. We do daily devotionals. I teach business minutes every day. And I teach sales tactics every day. And then I'm in the mastermind with Michelle. So I teach a lot of, cool. I've been in sales since 1983. Digital marketing since 2002. Keep up the great work. Oh man, you're so nice. You're so nice. God bless you. So yeah, I love sales too. I've been in sales since 24 years ago, whatever that is. Yeah. My brain ain't working this late. It's tired, but I want to show up. I want to be here for you guys because I care for you and I want you guys to experience something good like Todd has. Todd gets it. So, okay, cool. So Todd, what all have you sold? Just curious. Put a couple different industries of what you sold. Just curious. All right. So we've got the automated business that's going to work for you. If you can get 20 leads a day, this is a winning funnel that you buy. It's a business in a box. And then you get into the funnel here, 20 of them in the hopper. One is going to pop out as a sale. It's a winning funnel by a millionaire. I mean, you can't go wrong. And that's the funnel. Okay. And then it's going to take you to what's called basically a sales page, if you will. And then when you go to the sales page, you can choose to pay money. Okay. So that's what this box is. If you pay money, then you get the education, you get into the network right away, and you get, ongoing training, education forever. It's by a millionaire. She's going to be there every single Monday. Every Monday, meet with the millionaire. Can you believe that? Have any of you even met with a millionaire? I mean, that's kind of rare. Okay. So cool. Follow me, please. Thank you. Follow me. And then let's see here. If you buy, then you get access to the information, which is over here. Okay. And then if you don't buy, let's say you don't buy, then the automations continue until you buy with emails. It's an email automation. We give you 30. Okay. And then all that to say, the third part of your business to grow it organically is just by, oh, thank you, Todd. I appreciate the follow. Let's see here. And you do the business there. And what happens is you do 1 hour of social media, which I do a live. I actually try to go twice live now. I've been trying to kick it up. And then you do, if you don't like going live, we teach you how to not go live. That's fine. You can do a 7-second post. You can do a 30-second post, and you do a 1-minute post. Actually, it's more like 1 minute, 20 seconds. And that's it. You spend an hour of your time creating those 3 different types of posts, and then they will sit on your digital storefront forever. People scroll through there. You optimize them. You learn all the little ins and outs about how to speak on the short little thing, like 7 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. People will find you. They will relate with you. They'll become aware of you. They will like you. They will trust you. They will buy. It's that easy. And then 30 minutes doing free ads, and then replying to emails and posts for another 30 minutes. So basically this whole business can be run, if you're efficient and you focus on your income generating tasks, on just 2 hours a day. But I like to say 3 hours because you got an hour of educating yourself. So I'm going to put this over here on YouTube. So do a screenshot of that, please, on YouTube. Okay, awesome. And that's it. That's the whole business. So I'm going to wrap this up right now because it's getting late. Todd, thank you for the follow. That is so nice of you, my friend. So nobody had the attention span to make it through my lovely hey, what do we got here? We got someone popping in, popping out. So you might be in the hallway, you might be on the fence, and If you want to come in, okay, there's Todd. Let me make you co-host, my friend. I want to chat with you. I think I pushed guest. There you go. So you should have a thing pop up that says accept, and that'll allow you to talk. There you are. Hey, my brother.
Hey, Alan. How's it going, man?
It's late over here. Where are you in Central Time Zone? I'm doing well.
No, I'm on East Coast, so it's even later.
Oh.
Almost midnight.
It's even later now. That's awesome.
I just finished my own live.
Oh, you just got off of TikTok. Cool. Well, awesome. Good for you. Thanks for joining my live. So did it come up in your For You? Is that where you found me?
Yeah. I was just scrolling through and I saw you. And like I said, I look at a lot of digital marketers' lives just to see what they're doing and how's it going and to offer encouragement because it will work out for you. It looks like you're just getting going, but just keep it up.
No, I appreciate that a ton. So you've been doing digital marketing since 2002. Did you start your own program? Did you get a mentor? What was your plan? What have you executed?
Yeah, I've written over 50 different online training programs in my career, and now I'm 63, so I'm kind of dialing. I don't do that anymore. I just promote other people's programs, and I like Michelle. I've been with Michelle for 1.5 years, and there's some other programs. Once people get in my funnel, there's a lot of different offers that'll come down the pipe. But
cool.
Legacy's the main one I start off with because it's such a great community.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What do you like about it that makes it so good?
It's engaging. So when you sign somebody up and they get in there the first time, there's on average 150 people that are actually live at any time that someone goes in there. And people routinely and consistently post their wins. So it's a real positive affirmation for people once they get in. If you join a program and the community's dead and, there's nothing really going on, you get buyer's remorse right away and failure to launch. And, so you want to have a good, vibrant community so that people have a good mental attitude when they get started.
I love it. It's so true. So do you tell me about your experience? So you've been in the DGC for like 1.5 years, you said?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. Share like your wisdom, like condensed time for me, and I'm also playing this on YouTube, and they should be able to hear you. So what is your wisdom? You could go back in time and talk to yourself in 2002 when you're about to start your digital business. What would you tell yourself?
Do exactly what I did. To be honest with you, the path I took worked out for me. You just have to be really consistent. I got away from it for a while because I got caught up with other online income streams like voice AI and SaaS and things like that. But digital marketing has always been really consistent. Oh, I guess to answer your question, that the primary thing that I'd still tell people to do that I wish I would have done more of when I first started was building the list. When they say that the money's in the list, I mean, they're not kidding. So like on my lives, when I go live, I'm promoting a book that I had written, and that's how I get people on my list. TikTok's what I call rented ground, and you don't, it's okay, but you don't want to build your entire business on rented ground. You want to build it on your own property, which is what I call that email list. So that'd be the biggest thing.
Oh, it's huge. Brother, what I did was and I wouldn't mind getting some tips on getting that email list more vibrant. Because like you said, I started the DGC actually September 1st. So just like 100 days ago. But I bring all of my sales experience with me. So it's all good. It's a process, you're ramping up or whatever. But what I did for my own property is I started a school community. So like the DGC is on school. Well, I've got my own school community like Michelle teaches because I'm in her mastermind. Is like I launched it like on November 28th, because I took about 2 months to kind of go through those modules in Legacy Builder because it's like 224. So like so I went through a lot of those. And I was like, then I really felt like the Lord, because I'm Christian, was really like pushing me to start this community about and it's become a community where I teach sales is what I do. But basically, because I've been in sales for a long time. But anyway, started the community, and I was very openly Christian, and a lot of people from the DGC just started flooding over because now we're at 75 people there, 76, and that was since basically December. So it's been like 40 days. I think that's really good growth to go in 40 days from 0 to 76 people. And these are super engaging. Like you said, they're from the DGC, so they like to engage. And what I do that's a little bit different is I get into the sales modules. I'm starting to teach about Sandler sales and Zig Ziglar and NEPQ, because as a salesperson, I love to recreate myself, because it drives me crazy when I hear these people who are like, yeah, I've been a salesperson for 39 years or whatever, but they never studied anything. They never had continuing education. So they're basically the same level of sales over and over again, like Groundhog's Day, for 30 years. Like, to me, you got 1 year of experience and you do it 30 times over. You're not really growing that much. Yeah, you learn some, but if you're like purposely going out and taking weeks and months to get certified in different programs, and you're pulling the best from it and kind of teaching about what things you don't quite like from it, that's what I've done. Is I've kind of made my own kind of curriculum, a mastermind and stuff like that for just sales. And so it's kind of fun, like, because it's just counterculture and a lot of different things. And basically my tagline is serve first. A better way to sell: serve first with integrity. That's it. Just keep it simple. Like, there's no pressure. Like, I got nothing to prove.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way.
Yeah, man.
I think people should sell with ethics, ethical selling. And there's so much garbage on all these platforms that people are they're sick of it, and they're smart enough to know that it's garbage.
Yes,
but
sir.
I'm just, like I said, I've done all the communities. I do have a collab community, which is a high levels version of school.
Awesome.
But yeah, mine's not very engaging. So that's why I don't really, I don't push that anymore. I just let Michelle do all that work. But I think it's a great thing that you have your own community. And if you can keep it engaging and keep it growing, then you're able to market to those people anytime you want, which is almost better than a list, because they get notifications, when you want to talk to them. So yeah, no, I salute you. That's a great idea.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. And they're very loving, they're very supportive, and it's so warm in there. Like, it's very warm. And we'd be honored if you would come join us. Of course, it's free. I don't charge anything. And also, I would love to have you speak to my community. Just do a live Zoom if you're willing, and no pressure, but I feel like you would not, you do it all the time. I'm sure you've spoke for a lot of different people, but if you want to talk about your book, if there's anything I can help you with, I would promote it. My community is a lot different, because if you've noticed in school, there are a lot of school communities that shut you down when you try to do any kind of self-promotion. What I've discovered is that if I put the self-promotion in a box where it's appropriate, and people can do it once a day in my community, I just put it in a box so it doesn't become spam. So people love it. They're like, okay, I get to talk about, like, there's one guy in here that does church security, and like physical church security, like carry a gun, and like how to de-escalate situations if a shooter comes in and that kind of stuff. Like, he teaches that to churches, which is so cool. I'm like, okay, great. Well, let's have a meeting. We'll have a Zoom, and everybody in the community who's interested can join you in the Zoom, and you can practice pitching, what your community's about. And they love it. It's absolutely cool. And, we'd be honored, because you've got a tenure, you've got, wisdom of the ages. I mean, gosh, man, almost, you said 2002 or something, I heard. Is that what I read right in your comment? You've been doing digital marketing?
Yeah, I've been self-employed since 83, but digital marketing since 2002. Yeah.
Okay. You've been in sales since 83.
Correct. In one version or another. Matter of fact, the only real job I had was when I lived in Omaha. I was a commercial pilot flying the mail from Omaha to Grand Island and North Platte to Alliance, and then back the next night. That was like the only real job I had.
You're a pilot. Dang, dude. That's so cool. I love it.
Yeah. not so much anymore, but back in the day, yeah. I like
So
sitting
cool.
in the back drinking the cocktail now rather than being up front. So.
Business class? You have business class. So what's your passion? Like, what do you said you got the boomer thing going on. So what is what is your next chapter? Like, what do what are you focused
Yeah,
on?
my retirement business is teaching other people the right way to do digital marketing, and I just decided to do that on TikTok lives, and that's why I wrote the book, Learning the Boomerpreneur Blueprint. And what it does is basically teach the skills that they need to be content creators and digital marketers, but let the funnel do the sales. Everything gets super highly automated. I use something called a profit flywheel. And again, these are the things that I've always been a student. So since 2002, I was learning from a lot of people and taking all kinds of courses myself, even recently. And that book was kind of my opus on what I think you need to do, especially now as a digital marketer. And I tell everybody that's in that phase 1 stage where there's 0 to 5,000 a month in income is to go with a proven product. And you get that with that master resale license with Legacy. So it all ties in real nice. I like talking to the people in the evening. I usually go live Sunday through Thursday for 2 hours, and that's it. That's my retirement business. I've all the other income streams, and I got one physical product business that's a real pain in my butt. We're working on figuring that one out right now. But that's why digital marketing is so great.
Yeah, because you're tied down and you got all the hassles, and yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, hopefully you can sell that off. Is that what you're going to do? You're going to sell it off?
Either that or we'll figure it out. I don't think we're going to sell it off, but we're going to restructure things and just make it more efficient with less overhead. So it's less of a headache.
That's so awesome, my friend. So as a gift for you joining me in my live, I am going to give you, if you do me the favor and honor me with your presence of joining my free school community, I'm going to give you a gift, and that's going to be VIP access to a 3-day workshop that I'm doing next week in Maria D's community. She's one of the OGs. She's been with Michelle since like 3 years ago, and like basically when she first started. But anyway, I'm going into her community and they want me to teach about sales. So if you've been a salesperson, I would be honored if you join us. And it's a 3-day workshop, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week. And I'm teaching about what I have labeled as because I've created my own sales curriculum. I call it triangular sales. And it's not what you think it is. It's 3 days jam-packed. You're probably doing 100% of all this stuff. But I'd just love you to come and join. And it's like a 30-minute teaching for the free session. But for you, you get to go into VIP at no extra cost. I just want you to come and enjoy the VIP and see what I have to say, because it's extremely valuable to me with someone who's been in sales since pretty close to the year I was born. And so I would love to hear your wisdom afterwards. Like, hey, let me tell you about this, this, and this when you're day 1, day 2, day 3. And if I could hear you say like, man, you knocked it out of the park for all of it, that's what my goal is. But I love feedback because I want to be like helping people fill gaps. I mean, you do the same thing, when you go live for 2 hours. That's why I'm sure you're doing a lot of gap filling with the 2 hours. So anyway, it would be my privilege to do that for you. And just to make it a no-brainer, if you decide to do my free school community, I'm not asking a penny from you. I just want to be your friend, And so if you do join, then I'll double that for you. And I'll give you VIP access to my speaker treasury, which has 12 speakers once a month. And Daryl Hannah is speaking this month. And so is Rebecca Barrett. You don't know who she is because she's an influencer on Instagram where she does CapCut editing. And then next month is Kim Tracy. I'm sure you heard Kim Tracy, who, she does the books, the bookkeeping, who she does bookkeeping for. But anyway, so that she's going to be doing February's because it's tax time. And she's got all about the expenses and bookkeeping. It's going to be awesome. So that's going to be a 3-day workshop too, or at least 2. And then in March, I got Hannah Fletcher, who does brand deals for beginners who have no social media. So that's going to be super cool. And the list goes on and on and on. For 12 months, there's something different every month. There's an AI specialist. There's also a guy that I worked for with Action Business Coach. He's a 9-figure earner, so he's made more money than Michelle. He like had $100 million business over in New Zealand and had 60 restaurants. And he's going to teach about systemizing your business, franchising, but also he can talk to people who have zero money. Like he's very relatable. So there's something like for everyone that he shares, and just to be able to talk to someone of that caliber, like a Shark Tank kind of person. He's going to be speaking in July. And then Michelle and Mike, they're going to be speaking too, of course.
Hey, very cool. And I appreciate that. I just noticed Rocky was in the room. He's a good guy. What's up, Rocky?
How's it Rocky. Going, man? Hey,
give Alan a follow if you didn't. Hey, there, he just gave you his daily. There you go.
Oh, nice. Thank you. You gave me, okay, I got it. Okay.
Rocky's a good guy.
Okay, Rocky's a good guy. Let me follow you back, Rocky. Like I'm just chatting with you. I'm not even paying attention to who's joining us. How you doing, Rocky? Let's see here. Where did you go, Rocky? Where did you go? Hold on, Rocky. I'm gonna follow you. There you are. All right, my brother.
Yeah, he's in Oklahoma. Not me, just joined. I recognize these names from my lives. So.
Oh, you brought them to me. That's nice.
Probably, and that's kind of how the algorithm works. So that's what I try to do when I try to support a live. Is I'm hoping that TikTok will push you out to some of the same people. But I'll tell you what, Alan, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, I know. You're sleeping, my brother. Okay, thank you for your time.
Talking to you. And again, best of luck, and I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, please do. If I can ever help at all, just to chat, you let me know. I'd be happy to serve you.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, awesome. Rocky, thanks for joining. I did send you like a response if you want to come live and chat on my live, but I'm getting pretty tired myself, so I think I'm going to wrap things up here. But if you have any questions, here's my school community. It's just school.com/legacy blueprint now. So take a screenshot of that, everyone. It's free to join. Let's see here if that looks good. So school.com/legacy blueprint now. And so God bless you. Let me just pray for you guys, and I'm going to wrap up this live. So God bless everyone who joined me today. And thanks for bringing Rocky. Thanks for bringing Todd. That was awesome. And I bless them in Jesus' name. It was so nice of him to spend some time with me, even though he was tired. So, and everyone be super excited and focused on the future. If they have something they want to dream about, have them reach out to me on the website. Find me in school by looking up Legacy Blueprint Now and join my free school community. Would you bless and honor everyone for their night tonight, and may they be encouraged to live another day in a fresh new way. God bless. You guys have a great day. Thanks, TikTok. Nice to meet you, Rocky. God bless.